Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me, Megan Hoffmeyer.
Darren Newworth, DJ Valentine, Billy Business, and Brendan Peters. This is Andy Boetes. It's Nathan Leahy. It's David Cross. It's Jake Lewitt. Norbert Morvan. It's Lisa Leahy. Joey Lewandowski. John Levingood. Professor Mike Dillon. Nick Riak. Niall Moore. Adam Youngblood Hunt. Eric Hoffmeyer. It's Johnny Nunn. Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who's recording this episode from inside the Sarlacc pit. Darren Newworth.
You know, digestion takes a long time, and it gives you a lot of time to think. And boy, have I thought a lot about this particular subject today.
Good Wi-Fi down there.
The best. Yeah, no, it's fiber wire.
Those space creatures
there's like 3 jokes in there.
It's just, you know, it's like these gigantic space creatures who bury themselves into the sand. You know, they're pretty good antennas.
It's the underground wires that, you know, it all fits. And the
fiber.
Reception, even in flyover planets.
Just if you're working in your backyard, don't cut the fiber. I know that from experience.
Yeah, that could be difficult. Yeah.
I was being very. I redid my backyard. I was working on my backyard, building this whole thing. I was careful for hours. Took my mind off the prize for 2 seconds, and I clipped it. But they came out the same day, and then I had to bury it. But yeah, careful of that fiber, and don't cut a Sarlacc pit. That'd be pretty horrible. So we're pivoting, Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron of Two Black Guys Talk Godzilla and the Out Now with Aaron and Abe podcast, which you should listen to. Award-winning.
Yes, all those things.
Number 37 on FeedSpot's Top 100 podcast. You should listen to in 2026.
Right. Okay.
No, but a real award-winning Two Black Guys Talk Godzilla. And you guys do video now.
Yeah, we have our video companion. I don't know how to call it. Yes, we record on video as well. We damn well do, and it's been working out well. I had one request, which is I'm not going to make any stupid faces and put them on use for SEO, and then we're fine. it's still working.
I want those thumbnails.
I don't.
Just you going like this.
Yeah, exactly. And
this isn't video, so no one can see it. But I'm pretty sure everyone here knows what that thumbnail would look like. Thumbnail,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone knows what that looks like. Just Aaron kind of with shoulders shrugged, arms out like this,
or like my mouth wide open, or like making some kind of fist.
Godzilla stinks. You know, is Godzilla over?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like Terrence, my co-host, he edits those videos, so like it's just a thumbnail of just sitting next to each other, and usually with like the most blank expression on our face. It's almost
perfect.
it's almost like anti-podcast.
I want you guys just in chairs with no notes, just mics in front of your faces.
Here's the thing, Terrence, that we're going to Japan in like 12 days, and so we're gonna have so many pictures to take. We'll use that. Then I won't have to worry about it ever again. We'll just use all those pictures forever for stock photos, and we'll be fine.
Smart. That's gonna be a good trip. All right, so we're pivoting today, man. When we normally do action scene drafts and from a particular year, but since it's May and I've been wanting to do a Star Wars month for years, just never did it because it's just you got to schedule everything and it's just gnarly. So I asked you like, hey, do you want to do a Star Wars action scene draft? And you immediately were like, yes, let's do it.
Of course. Yeah. Awesome idea.
That was a very easy sell.
Yeah. Sure was. Yes.
It's kind of fun when I'm like, hey man, if you got time, would you want it? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. This is so what we'll draft a few, then we'll do a speed round, and you know, this was a lot of work, but also it's normally you and I watch about 50 movies for a particular year for the action scene draft, so this wasn't that bad actually.
Yeah, it's a nice change of pace.
Yeah,
just cold from very easily accessible memory.
Yeah.
I literally just wrote down every Star Wars movie and then just wrote every action scene from that movie and then narrowed it down from there.
Yeah. I came up with a list of 21 just off the top of my head, so that was really nice. And you know what? Since you're the guest, I'm gonna let you draft first. Don't take my pick.
I mean, do I take there's one I want that's very specific to me that I might take off the board right away. But I'll wait on that one for the next one, just to see where your head's at.
That'd be great if you took mine.
It would be funny if I took yours instead. But if you take mine first by like inadvertently, that also that would at least reassure me that we're like exactly so like lined up together how this kind of shit works. So I'll save that one just for the sake of this. So let's see. Let me go. I mean, there's like so many obvious ones. So, how many are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like 5 or 7?
Yeah,
What are we
let's do
doing?
5, and then if we have time, we'll do 7. Then we'll do a speed round.
Let's see what I want to go with here because I have them all divided by movie. When you think about, did you have like a list written down or you just have in your head?
I have a list written down.
Okay. Did you realize which movie has the most action scenes that you like the most?
Well, yeah, I knew immediately,
Is
and
it Return of the Jedi?
yeah,
Yes, it is. Regardless
yeah.
of where I rank Return, and I rank it quite high because I love Return of the Jedi. I'm like, wow, Return of the Jedi has like the best action scenes, like by far. Like I'm just like, there's some great ones obviously scattered throughout these movies, but I'm like, oh wow, this one has the most easily for me. Like, not even close. It
Not
like
even
doubles
close.
most of the movies and how many action scenes it has. I'm stalling for no reason. Let's see. I don't know. Let me choose.
You are right. I mean, Return of the Jedi is the reason why I love creature features. It's the reason why I love redwood trees. It's the reason why I love lightning fingers.
Okay, I'll choose this just to get it out of the way. Luke versus Darth Vader, Empire Strikes Back.
Oh,
The lightsaber battle, that's the climax of that movie. It's the kind of thing where the first movie introduces lightsabers, obviously, and you have Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader, and it's like less about the fight choreography and more about the emotion of the scene, which only gets amplified if you watch the prequels. It's like one of the gifts of the prequels is like it makes a lot of aspects of Star Wars like have more emotional weight. So if you like watch 1 through 3 and then you watch A New Hope, it's neat to see Vader and Obi-Wan fight where you're like, oh, these two haven't like seen each other in a while, and now they're like, it's less about like how many fucking flips they can do and more about just like the fact that they're together again and they're like having this like wizard battle that's more about like them like shouting diss tracks at each other.
wait, there's no lava either.
There's no love. Yeah, they're just hanging out like a hallway 4B or whatever the hell on like in 496 of the Death Star, and they're just like shouting disses. They're just like, oh, you're old, you're mechanical. Like they're just like they're barely moving because they're all one's half robot, the other's 25,000 years old, and they're just like kind of swinging at each other, and they don't even like have a conclusion. Obi-Wan's just like, yeah, all right. I'm
I
out
did
of it.
enough. I
I'm
kept you
out.
busy.
Peace. Lets himself turn to a ghost. But like you have when you watch that for the first, obviously, like it's just cool to be like, oh, Alec Guinness is fighting a robot. That's neat. You don't even know it's a robot. You just think it's like, oh, Alec Guinness is fighting some guy in a cloak. That's neat. And then when you watch the prequels, you're like, okay, I'm talking way too much about this. This is my pick, but just the context. But you watch the prequels, you're like, oh, those guys used to be friends. And then like he sliced off his arms and legs. That's sad. So then you're like, okay, well the next one though, Luke's involved here, and Obi-Wan's not even there anymore. What's going to happen? So you get to this fight, and Luke's, he skipped out of Jedi training. He cut class with Professor Yoda, so he can go to the best man. And like he's like, I gotta take on this Darth Vader guy. He's hurting my friends. And you get like the cinematography of this whole sequence is fantastic. It's so like there's so many like we talked about this on we did a commentary for Empire a few years back, and Scott Mendelson made a great point about this, where like the scene where Luke and Darth Vader are out like the big like there's a wide shot of all of like Cloud City, and it's just the two of them as like little kind of almost dots, but they're just like clashing lightsabers on like that bridge that's like straightening out to nothing. And it's like he said, if you ask me like what Star Wars is, it's like this image of just the two of them fighting in this impossibly large area in this like random like bridge that leads to nowhere, and they're just clashing like that's Star Wars in a nutshell, right? It's just so pulpy and fun and cool all at the same time, and it's like, yeah, that's the stuff right there. But it's a great fight. And look, I'm sure we'll get back to the other more elaborate lightsaber fights. I have nothing against those; those are super cool. We'll talk about some, one of them, at least one of the best scenes in movies. But like this fight right here, it's the mix of both the motion and the visceralness. Like it may not have any backflips in the same way that the prequels do, but it's still like a pretty good fight between these two guys as far as sword fights go in movies.
It has a
And
great
just
jump.
has a couple great jumps, but it has one great jump where he like knocks him in and he Luke climbs out of the thing, and it's like impressive, most impressive, and it's like, yeah, well, full of surprises. Like it's one of Luke's better quips.
Yeah.
I like I like to see where Darth Vader's like, I'm gonna just start throwing shit at you, and he throws a little bit too hard. He's like, oh shit, now I gotta grab onto something. I took this a little too far. Hold on.
And when he goes
And
off on
obviously,
his hand, when he just
yeah,
starts
obviously it
hacking away.
concludes like in the most like dramatic way possible. He slices off his hand, tells him, by the way, you're my kid. Just to rub it in. And then he's like, yeah, I'm out. And he jumps out. So like, it's a whole deal. So yeah, that's the rules.
It's yeah. I mean, cinema.
Cinema, exactly. Cinema.
People say that a lot, but that's
true. But it's really cinema.
if someone looks at you and goes, "What's cinema?" That.
That.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Just the catwalks getting knocked out of the way, and
there's even like Darth Vader jump scares where Luke's just kind of walking around, being like, "Where's he gonna pop?" And he like pops. He's like, "Ah!" I'm like, "I don't know." There he is.
that's such that scene rules. That scene rules. I'm glad you got that out of the way because I'm gonna go with the Rancor scene.
Okay, all right.
To me, that's probably my favorite scene of cinema. There's no other scene in this world ever that I like more than this scene. I think it features the greatest puppetry work in cinema. Like King Kong, they're great. Godzilla's great. Creature effects, there's some gorgeous creatures across cinema, but this Rancor and how Tippett and crew built it, it's like this 18-inch rod puppet, and it, Lucas originally wanted to be a person in a suit, and it just looked silly. So they had this tiny little room, and they made one of the most gorgeous creatures in existence with snot and spit, and just it's gorgeous to look. I don't care if I keep saying gorgeous, but when he eats the Gamorrean guard, when the Rancor eats the Gamorrean guard, that's probably my favorite special effect of any movie ever because it looks so good. And with the hand at the end that he just chews on, and I mean, and then when he gets Luke and Luke gets out of there, and then Luke throws the skull to hit the door, and then the way that the Rancor moans when it dies, and then the Rancor keeper comes in, starts crying. It's just incredible. And like Ben Burt, what he did was he slowed down and layered recordings of a tiny dachshund, sausage dog, growling and barking, and then combined it with animal sounds from elephants and alligators. And then they were processed to create deep, monstrous, and hungry sounding roars of the creature. So, or Dachshund?
Dachshund.
Yeah. And so, I mean, just Ben Burt's work, the puppetry, the music, I wish I could do that better, but I hear it in my head. The Jabba's like everyone in like Jabba's palace screaming and cheering, and then everyone's confused look, and then the tears. It's my favorite scene ever. It's incredible.
It ruled. I mean, to start at the end, to start with the Rancor keeper coming in. That's so like you don't have to do that. That's what's so I like. There's no reason that there needs to be like a button on the scene where there's a guy crying over this thing, and yet that's the thought that's put into this kind of thing where it's like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's just a thing that's enslaved, just like everything else in Jabba's palace that's used for his own, gambling or his means or his pleasures or whatever. In this case, it's this large monster, but it's still an animal. It's an animal that has a mask like anybody else, and it's just been destroyed for Jabba's whims. And yeah, it sucks for this guy who's like, hey, this is the one thing I do is care for my pet. And now my pet's dead because Jabba wanted to play games with the Jedi. Like, it's such a, like, you could read a lot into a lot of that right there. It's really, and again, and that's that is a random extra that said, hey, put this on and go weep for this thing. Like, it's not like they got some Shakespearean trained guy to do this. It's not like his name, but like, that's the extra thought that goes. That's what, like, it's part of the reason why I love Return of the Jedi. It's like, what are we like? There's complaints about this, like, this stuff takes too long to be. It's like, what do you hate seeing like the best fucking puppetry of all time in one movie? Like, it's this kind of like it's plot versus like character versus like just cinema kind of thing where it's like, we're not moving along. I want to see the Emperor. It's like, where's he going? Like, like we can take what's the harm here? What is this? This is great. Like, they're all the complaining about Han has nothing to do. It's like Han had a lot to do in the Return of the Jedi and the escape from Jabba's palace part. But you want to get past that so quickly. This is great. This stuff's great. But yeah, it's so like well done. The tension's there watching Luke like try to figure his way out of this without having like normal means that he can't just like strangle a thing with his choke powers that he suddenly learned or use a lightsaber because he doesn't have it. I mean, it's just good stuff. This is great. This is a great scene. I love the scene.
The bone that gets crunched, and then the cherry on top is when his buddy, the Rancor keeper's buddy, comes up. He's like, "It's okay."
He gets a little consultation. It's like, this is so like it's so you don't. This does not need to be here, and it is, and it just it's what 5 seconds maybe, and it just adds like so much more depth than you than like other films would even think to like add. So
the way that Gamorrean guard gets eaten, and just the sad howl, like the sad death cry of Rancor, man. my all-time favorite scene. All-time favorite.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
We could spend an hour talking about the scene.
Exactly.
The mechanics of it all and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we could just talk about how the Gamorrean guard got eaten. How awesome that was.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. All right, what's your second?
Okay, my second, I'll now go into my favorite scene, which is one of my favorite scenes of all time. It's one of my favorite scenes. It's like made my one of my favorite scenes in Star Wars in general, and it's so like simple, but I love this so much. Let me make sure I get like the proper names of who's involved here because I want to do this justice. 2 seconds. Okay, it's during Return of the Jedi, obviously. I love that Wikipedia has just all of this. It's the Star Wars Wikipedia has like
Wikipedia is
everything.
great. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's from Return of the Jedi. It's during the space battle outside of Endor, of course. It's towards the end of the battle, and at this point, like they blow it, like the Death Star shields are down or whatever. So like Lando's about to lead that. Lando and Wedge are about to lead that mission. Meanwhile, there's still ruckus going on all outside space. Let me make sure I got his name. Arvel Crinneard. He's flying. He is flying an A-wing during this point in time. The Executor Star Destroyer, the big fucking super Star Destroyer, like it loses its shields and he gets hit and he's like, all right, and he fucking crashes into the like the deck of the Super Star Destroyer, blows it up, destroys the what's his name, the one admiral on the Empire side who's like got promoted all the way up and now he's like the highest he's like almost Grand Moff Tarkin level, but like he was an Empire. He starts out, he gets promoted because Vader keeps strangling people
and he's next to him. Yeah.
So he keeps getting promoted, and at this point now he's like on the he's on the deck of the Star Destroyer, and it's like, okay, all right, Green Squadron just crashes right into the deck, blows up the deck, and that just destroys the Star Destroyer. It fucking sinks into the Death Star. It's the greatest. It's like you see, the first shot of Star Wars is watching one of those Corellian cruisers getting chased by a Star Destroyer. The Star Destroyer at the time, you're like, this thing's huge. It's big. Then like in the next, one movie later, they're like, we got bigger ones. We got this Vader's Star Destroyer. It's even bigger. This one, it's like, we're gonna destroy it. We're gonna watch it fall into a Death Star. It's the greatest thing. Everything about what's happening here, where it's like, oh, I'm hit, and he's like, all right, and then he's just like, I'm gonna just kamikaze his way into the Star Destroyer. It's so cool to see, just thinking of like how massive the space battle is, and it's just like this one ship destroys this entire huge ship, and then the entire huge ship crashes into the even bigger Death Star that's right next to it. It's like, yes, like as much as I like the various things that express certain things about Star Wars or what the Force means or any number of things that are like psychology or intelligence or what have you when you want to like dissect Star Wars or whatnot. Sometimes just a visceral action scene where a ship crashes into another ship and then that ship crashes into another ship after that, just the best. Yeah, there's a lot of those scenes in Star Wars, and I love it.
Another great thing about Return of the Jedi is that it's really good at stressing you out, but then there's some excellent releases that come from certain moments, and I can talk about them later. But like this scene where he crashes and blows that up and then it explodes, that's like a nice catharsis because the rebels are getting their butts kicked.
Yeah.
Like then like you see that and you're just like, and then there's that awesome scene where Akbar just relaxes in his chair.
Yeah, it's the best.
Like there's some good like catharsis, right? It's like you're like so stressed. You're like, oh man, these guys are dead and Luke's getting killed. And then it's classic storytelling, but there's some really wonderful moments.
It tips the battle in the rebels' favor with this out. It's like inadvertent and everything. Admiral Piet is who I was trying to think of as far as on the Empire side, who's the guy that's like he gets because he's what's his name? He's in
yeah, not Life Force. No, what's Admiral Piet? I don't know, but he's really good. Everyone keeps getting choked next to him. He finally has his command, and then a random A-wing blows him up. A-wing?
It's an A-wing, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that scene so much.
And yes, and yeah, the sigh of relief that Admiral Akbar, it's wonderful because you see him just like freaking out the whole time. Mon Calamari are the best because they're the only ones with like chairs that like swing around all their whole, so they're like constantly moving back and forth across the deck, being like, "What's going on over here? What's going on over here?" So it's like finally gets a chance to be like, busy afternoon.
That Return's so loaded with the there's others, but I don't want to like give up any other kills. But
yeah,
I'm gonna stick with Return, and I promise I have other movies. But I think the Sarlacc pit is my second favorite bit in Star Wars franchise. I mean, they built. Look at the behind the scenes photos if you haven't looked at this. They shot in this place called Buttercup Valley, and they just built this gigantic set. And I know a lot of stuntmen took horrible bumps because it's just sand on top of like wood. I love the scene so much for a couple of reasons, because I love, it's quite dark when Leia kills oh my gosh, what's his name? Why am I blanking out on Jabba the Hutt? His tongue's flickering out. And then Salacious Crumb's ripping out eyeballs. The Salacious, like the pit of Carcoon, you know, it just burps at one point, and just the sound effects by Ben Burt. But I love the score in the beginning. So when the pit of Carcoon and then the sail barge assault plays, when he's walking out on the plank, it's like don't, you know what I'm talking about? It's like it's just builds up, and then when he's like go, and then the score kicks in. R2 shoots the lightsaber, and you're like, holy crap! It's amazing.
It's the kind of sequence where it's like, I love watching this. I love John Williams' score through this. Exactly that point, yeah, where it's like delaying, where it's just like dun dun, like it's just it's nodding to you. It's like we're about to kick things into gear here. At the same time, it's like, what the hell was this plan? Like it looks like so. Wait, most of the crew gets captured, and they let themselves assume that Jabba's going to take them to the Sarlacc pit, but then they're going to think R2-D2 is going to serve as a droid that can just conveniently have and then like Luke's going to be like, all right, then he's going to put me on like a plank, and I'm going to jump off the plank, but I'm going to use the plank as a springboard. I'm going to get on I'm going to grab the lightsaber. I'm going to save everybody at the same time. Like it's like this plan's insane. But he's like, it's okay, I got this. Like this is like a Tom Cruise plan to Mission Impossible movie. It's like, I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it.
And then there's problems on problems. It's just, you know, our C-3PO gets attacked, and then I like when Lando's in the pit. He's like, a little higher. I
thought you couldn't see. I can see a lot better now.
And listen, I know a lot of people give Boba Fett's death, I know they hate on it, but I don't mind it for some reason. I don't like. There's never been a lot of great hand-to-hand combat in this franchise anyway, and Boba Fett's not going to be flying around, and it wouldn't do for him to get shot. I love that he just gets hit, like he's about to hit Luke, and that's never bothered me. And just watching him roll into the mouth like of the Sarlacc pit, and the way that they explain the Sarlacc pit, where you'll be digested over the course of, you like, what is in there? And I don't like the new special effects that they added. I just like that it's a giant hole in the desert.
I like that too. Yeah, I've never been a fan of like the weird tentacles and all this stuff they added to it. It's like, I just like it's a weird hole.
Yeah,
it's just like what. It's like I don't know what's going on in there, but you're dead for 1,000 years. That said, Mark, of course, you know Boba Fett, die. You know?
Yeah.
like that armor helps.
How did a sandstorm not kill the Sarlacc though? Like one good sandstorm and he's just eating sand. I don't get it. But I don't care. Like the more I learn about the set construction,
he's got a pool cover. Duh.
You're right. Oh gosh.
He's got a pool cover. That's how it works.
Yeah, like when people come, it opens like, and it traps Keira Knightley under it. That's a really weird pull from that boat movie she's on.
That whole sequence, it's very fun. It's great, and yes, it has this weird monster thing. And the Boba Fett thing, I think, is just like a fun subversion of anything. It's like, this is the baddest guy about it. Oh no, like it's just like people just can't handle it because in like the '90s, everything became cool all of a sudden. So you can't just be like silly fun anymore. Everything has to be cool.
And like Leia, she smashes out the lights and then just chokes Jabba. Like that's pretty gangster. Like, there's I hate saying it, but there's like agency there. Like, and she just was like, I'm gonna kill this, and his tongue's flicking out. Like there's little, like I said, there's little touches in that movie that make it incredible. So yeah, that's my second pick.
Let's see. Well, I've gone to 2 different movies so far. Let's see if I can keep that going. I mean, why delay this? Let's go with another lightsaber battle. How about Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn? Have you heard of that one?
It's a fateful duel, right?
Yeah. What's you know what scene's legendary when people can name the movie by the name of the score on the soundtrack. That's how incredible this is. I mean, the Duel of Fates, just that track is it's the best thing to come out of the prequel trilogy. That track, it's so good. This fight is amazing. I like the prequels. I'm not I'm not sitting there being like, I'm too good for this or whatever, or if want to nitpick it to death and whatever. I'm a fan of these movies. Do I like them as much as the original trilogy? No, but I'm still like a huge fan of the prequels films, or at least to the point where I don't sit around trying. Like, I mock them plenty. There's plenty of stupid things going on in all of these movies. Like, that's Star Wars. That's movies in general. It's not hard to find things that are funny, but regardless, I like Phantom Menace plenty. I don't think anyone could argue that this whole sequence with the 3 of them fighting together is fucking the greatest thing you want to see in Star Wars. It's so the choreography is great. The way it's shot is so wonderfully done. Where it's mostly it's mostly a silent film. Watching this, you just have with great music on top of it. Like there's no real dialogue. You're just watching these three guys go at it. The staging of it's really cool. Just like you're in this this area of the Boo Palace. You don't quite like I don't know what's going on in all these rooms they're in with all these impossible pathways that cross over each other. Like what's going on here? I don't know. Whatever. They're just fighting on them. And they're like multi-descending them, they're getting kicked off, they're falling onto other ones. It's like, all right, great, cool. I love the physicality. I love the verticality. I love the music like force jumps to get it back where they need to be. The way the music is timed, or the way like John Williams like scores to the choreography is so cool. There's those bits where that one bit where the vocals like raise and you get those push in close ups of each of their faces. It's the best. Like you're just seeing like the determination of each of them as they're going for it. The amount of like the stuff Ray Park's doing as far as being like a little guy, but he's like flipping and jumping all over the place and counterbalancing all these different like throws and force throws and saber strikes or whatnot. It's so cool. And then obviously you get to like, and it gets more dramatic, right? And then like suddenly they're in the shields are blocking them, so then it becomes a Qui-Gon versus Darth Maul. And it's so sad. Oh no, he got to kill Liam Neeson. That's it. Then you get just angry Obi-Wan, who is, for my word, the MVP of the prequel trilogy. He's the one guy that's like keeping it real for the most part until he forgets how libraries work. Is an idiot. But outside of that,
Attack of the Clones.
Ewan McGregor's doing the work here. I feel like he's the one guy that like got it the most as far as how to be consistently good in 3 different movies, right? And he just, watching angry Obi-Wan fight against Darth Maul and seeing like the speed of that fight by the time they're just fighting with each other. That's so good stuff too. And then you watch Darth Maul get a little too cocky, and then he loses the battle and clearly dies. We never hear from him again because Darth Maul sucks.
And one important thing too is like, Liam Neeson had his Rob Roy skills. I don't know, but
yeah.
You could tell that these actors put in the work.
The
way that Ewan McGregor and Liam Neeson, you cut to a wide shot, and sure they had stunt doubles, but watching them, you can see them moving with Ray Park, and I think it was smart to bring him in because you cover him up as Darth Maul, don't give him much dialogue, but his physicality is second to none, and so you have this awesome looking villain with a really good swordsman there, and then you have 2 guys who have worked incredibly hard as well. And so Lucas could just leave the camera on them when they fought. And the whole fight tells a story too. It's like, most good action films, some are just dumb and great, but like, they tell a story. And this one tells a story. And it's just awesome. It's just so awesome.
We've for sure talked about this, where the best kinds of action sequences have an A to B to C kind of structure to them, so they can tell a mini story within themselves. This one absolutely does, as far as having its intro, its climax, and everything. Like it's fantastic.
Good pick. All right, so this is really random, but I'm gonna go with Revenge of the Sith, the opening battle of Coruscant.
Love it.
Rescue the Chancellor.
I almost picked that.
That scene rules, Aaron. I think I always forget how good that scene is, because
pure Star Wars.
You turn it on and you have what Williams got these massive Japanese drums that to create a deep pounding rhythm in the beginning. So you have this pounding, and then they dive in. So it's used this thing, they're just flying around, and then it's a gigantic space battle, and it's awesome. There's like these buzz droids, and I love when R4 is killed, and then Ewan McGregor just goes, "Oh dear." And then they're just, and then he has the buzz droids, and then Anakin tries to shoot them off, but they shoots one of his wings. But then you have this massive scope of this huge Federation versus what are they by this point? The Trade Federation and the First Order? No, they're not. That's whatever. I don't know. But you have this.
It's the clones. It's the Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars, and you have this huge battle. And I think I don't mind Hayden Christensen. Like, he seems comfortable in this scene. I think Ewan is good in this scene.
I think again, the best Christian's he's very good at emoting. And like he can, some dialogue is better than others, but when he doesn't have to talk, we just kind of like just his expressions. I think he's very good at like emoting on screen.
But man, this scene looks great, and then it's long too. And then they get there's fights later on. They have to rescue these people, but I just want to go with that opening space battle.
So just like the space portion of it. Yeah, it's great.
The scope of it is incredible. And I just love that. Oh dear.
when he kills R4, right? He kills his
Yeah.
droid, yeah.
Oh dear. And just his ship gets shot, and I like that Anakin has a good idea, but he's not that good yet. And he's like, yeah, that was a bad idea. And I like that R2 sticks up for himself and kills the buzz droids, like because R2's a gangster. And
R2's the chosen one. I've said
yeah,
this many times. He's the true chosen one.
just absolute legend. And I think it's a gorgeous looking, gorgeous. Like I don't know he can walk away from this movie and just be like, I don't know who that would do that, but you see this scene, it's so ambitious and big, and the scope is gigantic, and there's a mission to it. It's like they're flying around, and then they got to get the buzz droids off. We got to deal with this problem. Now we got to deal with this problem, and it's once again, it's problems on problems. Like Tom Cruise could be in this, but it still makes sense, and I love the scene an incredible amount. It's so good. So yeah, that's my third pick.
Yeah, no complaints here. It's a fantastic. I love the whole sequence. All right, let's what are we doing here? Let's see. I did a couple. Did one of those. If we had just my way, it's just like ships crashing into other shit. So like I'm trying to like minimize that.
See, I was gonna pick one of those, so I'm glad.
Okay, let's go. Let's. I like somebody need these scenes. Where are we at? This is our third pick.
No, fourth.
Fourth pick. Oh God. All right, let's just do this. Let's do. It's more Obi-Wan, I guess. Obi-Wan versus Jango Fett.
Oh, Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, Attack of the Clones. Yes, I'm going the whole gamut of Obi-Wan versus Jango Fett, where they start out on Kamino. They're lightsaber versus blaster. Then they're just fighting each other. It's raining and all this stuff. They're using the whole arsenal. Their whole arsenal. They're using flamethrowers. He's got his grappling hook. He's trying to do all this stuff. Yeah, it's as I said, it's raining. It's difficult. Boba Fett, young Boba Fett's being there, being a little dick, using the slave one to like shoot at him and everything too. It's good. That's all fun. Because it's been a minute, and I'm like, God, Obi-Wan's just. I know a lot of people that like Attack of the Clones. It's like, yeah, he's being like a detective, and I'm like, he's the worst detective. Like,
Worst.
every answer is very obvious. He's walking around, like, how do libraries work, younglings? Like, tell me, someone took something out of the library that it's missing. I don't understand. And Yoda has every right to like make fun of him, be like, oh, he's lost a book. That's dumb. So like finally Obi-Wan's taking a little more like proactive action here, and he's like going after Jango Fett. Jango Fett's like, like I'm a badass bounty hunter, so I can do what I want. So it's a fun fight, and then they get into space, and Obi-Wan, who's already said I hate flying, he's like going against Jango and Boba and their slave one, and you got this wonderful use of sound design where they're like launching these sonar bombs into space, and like the sound cuts out completely, and then it just goes and like unleashes like this cool like horizontal explosion, so it's just like cutting everything in its path, and so you have Obi-Wan the Jedi Starfighter just trying to dodge all these like asteroids getting turned into smaller asteroids, just like fly maneuver away his way all around everything. It's cool stuff. I like all this. It's just like fun, like just like fun ways to like how can we explore what we can do with like spacecraft dogfighting in a different sort of way, and like have a Jedi go up against a Mandalorian and see what that's like. Like good things all around here.
I love a rain fight. And I was doing some research on this, and this guy wrote about how they just played that scene in Best Buy to sell TV and sound systems.
I'd imagine, yeah.
And then I researched it, and like Ben Burtt created the iconic seismic charge sound in Attack of the Clones by designing an audio black hole, a moment of total silence followed by a high-pitched echoing blast. The sound was designed specifically for the scene, utilizing a combination of delayed explosion, electronic binds, and a sharp ringing or shattering sound to create a unique echoing sonic boom. And I think that's might be my favorite sound effect in the franchise, because I remember watching Attack of the Clones and hearing that and going, that's cool. Like that's cool. And I'm glad you picked that, because that was one of mine. So the two for work. Oh, that's such a good scene. Okay. Then all right. You know what? Let's just do Rogue One, but I don't know where to go because like Jedda's cool. There's like 18 things. Just the bonk, the beach fight, the Battle of Scarif, the Hammerhead pushing a ship into another ship, which I know you love.
Yeah. I'm gonna have Hammer ship crashes into Star Destroyers
and then knocks the shield down, and you're like, oh my gosh. And I even love the battle, like Jin and Andor are like climbing around. And but I guess I'll just go, since I grew up a lot in Florida with like a lot of the beach fight stuff where the rebels, they do great work, but then they end up just getting shellacked when the AT-AT comes out of nowhere and just starts lighting them up. And then when the rebel pilots are in there and shoot it, that's like really a beautiful moment. But I think what I'll go with is everyone dies in this. So I love, like Riz Ahmed's character just gets blown up by a grenade. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. And then he dies. And then Baze just starts killing those shock troopers in that brutal scene. Like, I feel like there's no score in that scene. It's just him battling these shock troopers, and grenades are thrown, and it's really like incredible, and it's tense, and it there's such a simple goal. We need to shoot this thing out so they can get it. I just love the entire scene. It's a, sometimes I would like to see what would happen if Tony Gilroy and, oh gosh, what's his name? The creator director. Why am I blanking on his
Gareth
name?
Evans.
Gareth Evans teamed up for something proper just to create scale and script. I would absolutely love that. But yeah, that's just such an awesome scene. It's such an and then this the final little hug there at the end when they shoot down at the planet. I love it. I love Rogue One so much.
I mean, it is bold to be like the $1 billion Disney movie kills off its entire cast, and most movies can't even bother to kill off one person. Like, I mean, it does make, credit to credit's due. They like really went for it with that story. And I'm a big fan of like what it does. It's a beautiful film. I love how it's shot. It's such a good looking movie. I tend to say it's the best shot Star Wars movie next to Empire.
I agree.
So cool. All that Jeddah stuff is great too.
Just that battle, the terror, like not the like
that
the locals of Jeddah.
Yeah.
They attack the stormtroopers and they just get shellacked by them. And then K2SO comes in and Jin shoots one. He's like, I hope you knew that wasn't me. And he throws a grenade backwards, and
he's like, of course. Well, speaking of the sequel trilogy, I guess we'll get into another shit piles into shit situation. I don't like that the internet naming something made its way into the movie after this, but the Holdo maneuver is where I'm at right here. Yeah. I don't like the Dominic Monaghan's like, we should use a Holdo maneuver. So like, for one thing, shut up. That's dumb. Like
it's one in a million.
It's like you can't just do that, or else we'd always be doing that. Like that's not a thing. But also, don't use a name that Twitter came up with. That's not fun. That's not clever, JJ. But regardless, seeing this for the first time, being at my screening for Last Jedi, and when you're watching all the things happen, and it's leading up to Laura Dern being like, "All right, time to take care of some business," and I'm like, so she's turning the switch again. She's gonna like shoot at the ships or something like that. That's her play. It's like, she's going to ram somebody in light speed. That is the coolest thing. And like, what's it even going to look like? And I mean, I wasn't ready for what I was going to do. I was just like, all right, we'll just like go through it, I guess. It's like, no, Rian Johnson has better ideas. The sound's going to go out completely. And it's going to, because you're like interrupting space-time, it's going to ricochet off of everything in its path and create like a weird mini black hole for a half a second and just dominate everything. It's so cool. Then the music kicks back in, and like everybody, Kylo and Rey and Finn and Rose, and they're like, the fuck just happened? Like, this is nuts. This is crazy. I love it. I love the ambition of something like this. This is totally like a kids play with their toys. And they're like, what happened if we do this? And like someone like actually did that in the movie kind of moment. And it's the best. It's so cool. It is, anybody that wants to bother with like science on this, like this stuff isn't real. None of this exists. Like, yeah, sure, it worked because it was lucky, but it's the greatest. And if you're gonna throw Laura Dern into a Star Wars movie, like making her look as Twin Peaks as possible with that purple hair, great. Like, let her have a great moment like this where she just destroys like all these ships by light speed ramming into them. I love it.
The sound goes out and just boom. Yeah, that's a good scene. What do you think about the bombing run in the beginning?
Love it.
Yeah. I like Paige Tico. She's in the movie for 3 seconds, but I was like, I like her. She falls, and
you're not gonna find me talking anything wrong about Last Jedi. That movie rules. Yeah. And yeah, you have a whole, having Poe like destroy all the like the
guns,
the guns on the dreadnought to like make room for all the bombers to come in. That's really cool stuff. It's great. It's great tension of just watching all these bombers. They're slowly getting destroyed, and there's just one left, and she's like there, and she falls just to kick the thing. It's just like it's really good suspense stuff. And then it like has just a great result as far as watching like, well, what's it supposed to look like? It's like, oh, that's what it looks like. It looks great. Like bombs drop, and yeah, it's cool.
And everyone's like, I don't like that it's in space. I'm like, bro, there's something about it that works. Like they figured out magnets. Or, you know what I mean? Like they have a tracking system. I don't know.
It just seems obvious to me. It's like, okay, within the ship, there's an atmosphere, and so like it's only one direction, it's down, and then once it goes into space, yeah, there's no gravity in space, but there's still like there's still momentum. Like it's still,
Yeah.
it's moving a direction already. It's not gonna like suddenly stop. Like, that's not how a lack of gravity works. Like it's just there's
Yeah.
nothing there to hold it back. It's gonna go whatever direction it's supposed to be. It's already going. That's enough of that.
Yeah, that scene had me. But yeah, no, it's a good scene. Yeah,
It just
I
looks
like it.
cool. Like it's great. If you want to talk to me about space logic, tell me about all the sound in Star Wars. Like that's right there. I mean, you wouldn't hear anything in any of these
Yeah.
battles. Like,
Oh man, but yeah,
I
that's
think we've
such a
already
good
gone
scene.
past the believability factor of stuff of things going on in space in these movies.
Like Last Jedi is my favorite of the sequel trilogy. I
Easily.
think.
By far.
Okay, let's see. Well, you know what? But I'm gonna go with the Battle of Hoth from The
There you
Empire
go.
Strikes Back because the rebels get the snot beat out of them. I mean,
They put up a fight, but yeah,
yeah.
they ultimately lose that battle.
I mean,
I mean, no, that's not true. They do the whole point of the battle is to delay the Empire. That's the point of the
I
battle.
mean,
So they
Luke,
ultimately they get out of there. But
yeah, with like that cool cannon that shoots that
the
Star
ion
Destroyer,
cannon,
yeah, and they
yeah.
can, and then the main ship can get out of there. But I mean, watching Luke take down the AT-ATs is just a thing of absolute beauty. But just like watching Vader roll through with those cool like snow stormtroopers and watching just they know they've lost. They just need to buy some time. They just need to get some time. They need to get the ships out of there. They're surrounded, but just you just don't expect that, right? You come off the high of an entire like entire Death Star being blown up, and the rebels are great, and then the rebels just get their asses kicked in the opening of the film. Luke gets beat up by a large Yeti, chops his hand off. He's in a tube. I mean, everyone like Han might take off. You just have this really and also gorgeous production design, by the way. But yeah, you have this scene where just even if you're a kid, you just those AT-ATs were incredible to me. They're some of the coolest design I've ever seen. And watching it getting taken down and watching Luke shoot up there and throw the grenade in, and his pilot gets killed behind him and the plane gets smashed. And it's a gorgeous battle scene. And it makes a lot of logical sense too, because like we're in a base, we need time, and these huge things are coming at us. And I love the scene so much. It's an incredible action scene.
There's a lot of good Luke shit in this where like, yeah, he gets taken down because Dak puts the whammy on the thing. I can take out the whole empire. And he's like, oh, Dak, why do you have to say that? We want to trade. Who wants to trade co-pilots? That's what Luke should have said immediately. Who wants to trade co-pilots? Wedge, how you doing? I'm good. I'm good over here. It's like, okay, Dak, just shut up back there. The whammy on us immediately, and yeah, he gets taken down. And then he gets to do the whole like, okay, I'm gonna like suction cut my way up like Batman up to the fucking bottom of the thing. I love that it works.
Yeah.
Like I love that it's like, I guess just cut this open, throw a Devastator in there, and be like, it'll probably do the job. And he's
Blow
like, oh wow,
something
that
up.
worked. It's like, I can't believe that worked as well as it did.
And
I wish he had that. I wish he had that look. Where he's like, okay, R2, I got an idea. It's like, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna slice the guy. I'm gonna slice it open. Where are you slicing it open? I don't know. I'm just under it. I'll just slice it open. I'm gonna throw a bomb in there, and I'm gonna like let go. You're gonna let go? Want to like break your legs because you're like fucking 50 feet in the air? I'm a Jedi. I can probably do it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't
Snow,
know. It's snow.
snow.
It's soft snow. How's it soft snow? There's giant walkers walking on it. It's tough as hell. Dude, let's not get caught up in the minutiae. I'm gonna jump down, assuming the bomb just does everything, and I'll be right. Drops down, bomb blows up. Look, R2 did it. You lucky son of a bitch! You did it again. First you blow up the Death Star. Now this.
Yeah, he's like,
What can't you do?
Yeah. But he gets away with it.
He gets away with it. Darth Vader's like the guy. One of the admirals is like, what? Darth, one of our AT-ATs got knocked out. What happened? You used the tow cables? I know that was always a weakness. No, some guy just like threw a bomb underneath it randomly. Wait,
Huh?
who? Luke Skywalker? God, this guy. Oh my god.
He's got the juice. Blew up like Death Star, then this. Oh man. But yeah, I love that scene. And also I love the like the main, I should have looked up his name, but he's just sitting in the AT-AT just blowing up the generator. Like he's just with these cool looking stormtroopers.
What's his name?
He's in other bits.
He's in Last Crusade. He's the guy from Last Crusade, the
Oh,
bad
yeah,
guy in
yeah.
Last Crusade.
And he's just, but he looks awesome. And they're just riding in this thing, just wiping them out. And I love the little trenches that they're in. I like the little defenses they have. It's what an awesome scene. And
Yeah, rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. I had the little toy set I used to like play with when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, I had a ton of Hoth sets, and every game always had Hoth in it because, of course, it did. Like,
yeah, that scene rocks. I've seen rules so much. All right, you're up.
How many more of these are we doing?
Oh no,
Uh,
a
what?
few more. Yeah,
I don't know. What do we want here? Let's see. Let me get a good one.
I'm not. I have solo ones pulled up. I have other things. I know there's like there's a giant lightsaber fight we're not talking about, but I'm just kind of going with my gut here. Oh yeah,
I guess
I
there's a
gotta see.
couple lightsaber fights for it. I mean, well, okay, I'll take this. Because this is just cool, like just movie shit. It's just like watching this happen. It's okay. It's the destruction of Death Star 2. The shields are finally, we're waiting the whole time for Han to get inside on Endor to blow up the shield reactor. Lando's just up in the air being like, we got to give him more time.
Got to give
And
him more.
we got to give him more time.
We'll do a
Come
whole lot
on,
better
Han, old
against those
buddy.
Star Destroyers than we will that Death
That Death
Star.
Star. Nia
Han,
Nubs,
old
there's just
buddy.
like me on Nubs' wrist right next to me. Like, it's just happened to, he's like, don't move your lips too fast. I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on there. Finally, he gets the shield reactor down. It's great. And then Admiral Akbar probably screams like, "Ah, the ship like, and so now Lando's like, all right, let's go. He and Wedge and like a couple other like a Y-wing or an X-wing, they get in there. They get into the Death Star, and it's complicated as hell, right? Because I love the Death Star too, that it's like an under construction Death Star, so there's just like pipes and things all over. It's just everything's out, right? It's all exposed wire. It's like really complicated. So he has to fly the Millennium Falcon in there, which is not exactly the sleekest ship in the galaxy. He has to fly this
Mm-mm.
junk bucket into the Death Star in these narrow spaces. They're going through the thing. He knocks off like the antenna on it because it's so damn narrow in there. He's trying to make it all work. He and Wedge are going through. The TIE fighters are there. They kind of distract some of them, so there's some of them like go off. Some just blow up because they can't navigate this damn area. They finally get into this massive room that has like the inner core of it thing, right? I love the transition from like dark and cramped to just this massive space. It's great, and you see it, and they're like, all right, let's do this thing. And like Wedge shoots a couple proton torpedoes, Millennium Falcon shoots whatever the hell it has. I guess some rockets or something. Han bought off like a scuzzy black dealer trader somewhere. They finally, and you see the thing get like. You see it hit the reactor, and the reactor starts to like fall down in the background. It's blowing up. And the coolest shot in this movie is Lando's flying like towards the camera, and you're watching this giant room, and it's all blowing up, and then suddenly goes back down to cramped again. Like it just gets right in the tunnel again, and it's so cool. Like just the way the miniatures and the rear projections doing the work to like communicate so much in terms of how like this space battle functions. It's such a cool transition shot from like this giant room to back into the like narrow space. And yeah, like Wedge is flying and Lando's flying. They're trying to get out of the thing. Fires all around them, right? It's about to blow up, and it even does. And it kind of like flames come out first, then the ship comes out, and they're like, woohoo! They get out of there, and then the Death Star blows up. Perfect. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's a whole great sequence.
No, okay. I was going to talk about the water scene in Phantom Menace, but I'm going to the Endor battle. We haven't talked about that enough after that gorgeous
Okay.
moment because you just got me all hyped up. Because
Yeah.
Lando, dude, Lando's awesome in that scene though. Him and he's just man, I love that. Like I love that he got and then he blew it up and like Wedge is with him. Didn't Wedge get a part of it too? They
Yeah, I
kind of
said Wedge
shoot
the whole
that,
time. I was saying
yeah, and
Wedge,
like
yeah.
yeah, there's awesome in there. Just blow. But yeah, the reason I want to do this is a lot of people. I feel like sometimes I think you hate all the hate on Last Jedi, so you like get like like you're not defensive of it, but like I'm real defensive of the Ewoks because people hate on the Ewoks, but these are little furry guys who like made this massive attack on all these people with all this technology, and they're just shooting catapults. They have logs, which they built really quickly. They have rope traps. They have like whoever made fun of the Ewoks and said like that they're just for kids. I guess I get that, but there's that scene where that one Ewok dies, and the other Ewok's like, hey buddy," and then he just starts crying on him, and like they're just out there bludgeoning stormtroopers with rocks and throwing rocks and jumping on speeders and like hanging in there with this huge I don't know with this big enemy, and then Chewbacca and the two little guys take over the ATSD and they start murdering stormtroopers, and it's like the nicest catharsis. They're all like rubbing Chewie, and like he's just blowing people up, and I love the scene so much, man. I'll defend the Ewoks until I die. Like as an adult, as a kid, like I just I love them. I love the Ewoks so much, and I like that they just took it to these stormtroopers.
I've never had an issue with Ewoks. I think Ewoks are great.
Yeah, okay.
I think the
You know,
results
people
are
hate on them though, which is
I do,
crazy.
and the results are like they're right there on screen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like who solved all the problems? The Ewoks. Like literally every problem in this movie is solved by Ewoks. They distract, they
Yep.
destroy stormtroopers, they help Chewbacca hijack an ATST. Like they give Leia and Han, they give them crucial advice as to where all the bases are. I don't know what to tell you.
They
Like,
throw a
they
great
solve all the
party.
problems.
They throw a great
They throw
party.
they go throw a terrific party. You know what they do at the party? They take the dead skulls of
Eat them.
stormtroopers and use them as instruments.
Yep. Boom,
It's the
boom, boom,
best.
boom.
They have not one but two songs.
They're brutal. And I love that they rope the speeder bikes. I love that they trip them. I love the logs that they drop
Yeah.
down and then the ATST falls. I mean, everything that they did too, like they try to trip one, but that doesn't work. They use some catapults, that doesn't work. Like there's trial and error out there. And once again, when that one little Ewok dies, and then his buddy's just all sad, I'm like, they didn't need that moment, but that thing always got me. I love Ewoks.
Yeah. I have no.
Yeah.
You grow up and return again. When you're a child, return's the best one, and then
Yeah.
you get like more cynical, I guess, and you're like, I don't know about the teddy bears. I'm like, what? I never lost that fun with the Ewoks. I think they're great.
Never. Little murder bots, they're great.
All right.
I like the porgs though, and I love when Chewie ate a porg.
I love. Well, he almost ate a porg. He roasted a porg.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was laughing so hard during that, and then the porgs were looking at him.
I don't know why we haven't chose the pod race yet, so I think we'll just choose the pod
Oh my
race
God,
from
yeah.
episode 1. It's the other very obvious scene. It's like an
Incredible
action
sound
sequence.
design.
George Lucas is just like, I've been watching Ben-Hur a lot, and I got some ideas, guys. How about this? How do we have a cool space race on Tatooine that involves, and also, by the way, don't you remember I love like hot rods? What if we combined those two things together and we made the best race in a sci-fi movie you'll ever see? And he does. The love that the score is kept at a minimum, only until the very last lap between Anakin and Sebulba. Love all of everything going on of every racer in this entire
Yeah.
thing. I love that
the noises.
I
You know what I'm
love
talking
the
about?
games. The games only were
Yeah.
able to expand upon, Udi Mandrell, Ben Quadrananas, and like all these different guys from all these different planets. It's so much fun. You know, the I love
The
that
sand
like.
troopers shooting at sand
Yeah,
people.
the Tusken Raiders randomly
Yeah.
taking pot shots at people from the from the side. It's the Boon to Eve race, the most complicated race. I love how it justifies Anakin winning. Like I think that's a really important part of this. Like it's not just a matter of like, oh, the underdog took it. It's like Qui-Gon is betting on the fact that this kid is like special, that he is a Jedi he's like he's a Jedi in the making, and that he can handle himself in this one. Watching him, and by way of his moves, you like learn how pod races work. So you're like seeing like, okay, so they have two engines and they have to connect this way or whatnot. If one goes out, you can take power, you can turn it again. Like all these little details or whatnot, and it makes a level of sense because it's like, okay, this kid's force sensitive, so he knows how to do this quicker than other people can. It's just really so like his speeder doesn't have to be the biggest; he just has to be the fastest. And, like it's just cool learning like the technical qualities of that. At the same time, all the sound effects from all the
Yeah, oh
different
my
pod
gosh.
racers, the fact that there's 3 laps, so you have like an understanding of how the race works as it's going along, so you know certain sections of it and where it's going. It just looks terrific. Like the shots are just exhilarating. The movie's 1999, it still looks fantastic. I can't think of a race sequence that's of this nature. And obviously cars or whatnot, that's one thing, but like something that was like a sci-fi race, I can't think of anything since that's like got anything close to what this thing has to offer. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I wish I had more for you, but
Yeah.
the sound, but like it's Lucas. I was talking with Brandon Peters the other day. I joined him for not many commentaries with him, but he was also, I did a Batman series with him, which should be out by the time this episode's released. But he was talking about how Phantom Menace is kind of the ultimate blank check movie where he didn't have the feedback yet for which he adjusted for Attack of the Clones. This
pure
was
Lucas.
This was pure Lucas, but you can feel it, like you said, the hot rods, the sound, the visuals, the Sebulba. I love Sebulba. Just throwing the wrench and like, and then like that little guy making that noise. Remember the real racer was like, wee! I don't know the noise, but just the stuff that Ben Burt came up with was gorgeous. Oh man, it's so good. And like the crowd, and there's like ETs there, right? Is that that's in the
ETs in the Senate meeting.
Okay. Okay. I'll do one more. We'll do a speed round. So I've done that. I know I got to get you out of here. Let me know if you got to go. Oh man, there's the garbage compactor scene in A New Hope. You know what? I'm going back to Phantom Menace, and I'm gonna do There's Always a Bigger Fish. I'll talk about it real quick. I just love monsters and I love creature features, but like I love that the OP so Qui-Gon, Jar Jar, and Obi-Wan are going through the Naboo center, and it's water. It's like a shortcut, but on the way they get caught by this OPC killer who's this big tongue, ready to eat. Is going to murder it, but then it gets eaten by this giant Sando aqua monster, and then this Colo clawfish is chasing it, and then that one gets eaten by a Sando aqua monster. But the visual that stuck with me the most is how jacked the Sando aqua monster is. Like that thing has biceps. And it's like, how is like what's it eating down there? But I just love the sea creatures. And like there's always a bigger fish. Like I like that idea. Man, I don't know. They're chill about it, but I think the visuals are gorgeous and I love underwater stuff. So I'm taking that one.
Okay.
Lightning round.
Oh, yeah, all right.
I'll let you finish your list and I'll finish mine.
I was just going through the movies.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
What do you want to start with? New Hope?
I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, just whatever.
Okay, got it. So Phantom Menace. Anything else you like?
Menace.
Okay,
I'm done with Phantom Menace.
I'm good. Attack of the Clones.
The speeder chase at the beginning.
Yeah.
All the falling stuff. You know, Obi-Wan like dashing through a window and jumping after a ball. It's like that's pretty badass. You know, it's like there's no guarantee that's gonna work. Like, just jump through a window.
When he just jumped through, that was awesome.
Just jumps through a window and holds onto a ball. It's like Anakin will find me probably.
Yeah,
like, that's fun stuff.
I like when the clones are the battle genesis. When the clones and droids are shooting at each other in the dust storm. It's a cool looking moment when the giant battles popped off and Yoda's like, concentrate all the stuff on the core ships.
Concentrate your firepower on the exactly. Yeah, that's fun.
And then like when that lands, it just creates this huge dust cloud. And then there's just these cool shots of clones and droids shooting at each other in these huge dust clouds. It's a gorgeous shot.
That's cool stuff. I like the gladiator battle stuff with Padme and Anakin and Obi-Wan versus the Beasties. I wish there was more of it. That's my issue with it. I wish it just kind of ends, and then you get to what I think a lot of people really like that I don't like, where it's like all the Jedi come out doing like their fight poses, and I'm like, what is this, a glamour contest? Like fight, like they're just like standing there like, yeah, look at us, we got lightsabers, aren't we cool? And like a lot of them die, and I'm like, you're Jedi. Like what you're getting hit by robots and bugs? Like that's it? That one guy that goes after Dooku and like Jango just shoots him like 3 times. Like that was your plan? Like it's like it just feels like a big waste to be like just to like look cool for half a second. But I mean Obi-Wan Mace Windu does slice off the head of Jango Fett, which is pretty fun.
That giant bug sounds awesome too. And also the bug Natalie Portman. You know, I'm her age. Like when that like the whole midriff thing happened, I was like, well, hey, good costume design.
Let's see, Revenge of the Sith, Anakin and Obi-Wan versus Count Dooku.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan versus General Grievous. Obviously lava fight, plus the Yoda versus Darth Sidious stuff. That's like, you know, there's just a lot of just money on the screen right there.
He's just winging those pods at Yoda.
I like that a lot. It's like good use of pods. A New Hope, obviously we get the Darth Vader Obi-Wan fight. Eventually we get the whole Death Star rescue sequence of them just running down corridors and the leading the trash compactor. We get the Millennium Falcon versus the TIE fighters because you get the cool music where you get the like all that stuff's great. And obviously the Death Star trench run, which we did not talk about, but like I mean,
not at all.
It's like it's you know one of the most exciting scenes in cinema of all time.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
I can't shake him. Get out of here, Wedge. You can't do anything else.
Yeah. Oh, what a great scene. Oh man.
Almost there.
Stay on target.
It's the kind of like I have seen the movie, you know, hundreds of times. Like I've watched, let alone that sequence. Every fucking time Luke is like traveling down and Vader's right there and he's targeting him, and then Han Solo comes in, I get goosebumps. I get goosebumps just now talking about it. Like it is so like this is the best. Like he's coming in to save his buddy. It's right there. It's at the everything's on the line. Tarkin's sitting there, be like, we're about to destroy Yavin. It's gonna be great. Like everything's on the line. I know how this movie works backwards and forwards. Every single time Han comes in and just shoots, you know, Darth Vader's ship down, like what? It's like, and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited he came back. Like it's the greatest feeling.
Oh man, and he's all happy.
Han Solo that $1 million smile, yippee! Like he just like comes in, we got this kid.
Blow this joint, let's get out of here.
Get out of here. It's so good. Like the movie's convinced you, it's like, oh, it's over. Like you're like they're not gonna make it. Like, and then Han Solo swings in. It's the best.
Thank goodness for Urso.
Yeah. Anyway, Empire, we got the asteroid field sequence. Never tell me the odds.
And a giant bug.
which with another like iconic John Williams. Like it's just the if I'm not talking about the A-wing scene, my other favorite scene in Star Wars is in fact Millennium Falcon getting that, this is no cave. It was escaping in this giant space worm. I love that. That's like me as a kid being like, what? Like, just this giant, it just flies out. This giant thing comes out and tries to grab the shit. It rules. And I love learning that it's just like a guy with a hand and a sock, basically. Like that's all that is. Like,
All-time visual hand in a sock.
It's such a great visual. It's such a great I love how random the side stories are in Han's portion of the movie. It's like, oh, we didn't land in a cave after all. We're inside of a giant worm. Like that's just great. That's awesome. Let's see. Return of the Jedi. The speeder bike chase, of course, through the Redwood Forest.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Just a lot of just cool stuff there where you're like, what? There's speed. These things are awesome. You just like you're like we've learned a new thing. There's like a collective experience when you see speeder bikes for the first time. Like, what? There's these now? This is great.
And don't look backwards when you're driving through redwoods.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. That's or turn. Turning is also not the easiest thing to do. Luke versus Darth Vader versus eventually the Emperor. That's just magical. The John Williams. I don't think there's a better. I think it's a more emotional John Williams piece of music than that final battle. There's like better I don't know overall tracks, I suppose, but like when Darth Vader is like tells Luke's like, you got a sister, I read your mind, I know what's going on here, and Luke gets all pissed off and he starts hacking at Darth Vader. The emotion of the music John Williams is throwing down there, I think is some of the best work he's done. It's so good.
Some of the greatest all-time chair act.
Some great chair acting from Ian McDiarmid. Yeah, he's terrific in chair. I love him in chair a lot. Ian McDiarmid in chair goes pretty well. I mean, he's great in chair in Revenge of the Sith as well. He's great in chair in that movie.
Yeah, great chair.
He tells a whole story during an opera in chair.
Oh yeah, great chair.
Yeah, great chair work for sure. He knows how to handle chair.
All the guys in 12 Angry Men are just jealous,
Yeah, they wish they could be Ian McDiarmid in chair. The Millennium Falcon chase on Jakku in The Force Awakens. They're running. She's flying solo. Finn's on the gunner track and everything.
Going through the Star Destroyer.
Yeah,
I like when they escape too. When he's attached to the TIE fighters attached and are just blowing up store.
Yeah,
I thought that was a pretty propulsive.
When Finn and Poe start their love story, it's the best. It's like they're like these two are gonna be better bonded for life after this. Is the greatest thing, and then they immediately just separate them. It's like, all right, fine, whatever. I like the stormtrooper invasion on Takadana when they're all coming in and they like get Rey and everything, and Han uses Chewie's crossbow for the first time, and it's like, this is really good. I like this. Or when Finn like tries the lightsaber and he's like, traitor, and they start fighting. That's fun. And then Poe eventually comes in, like shoots like every ship down, and it's like, who's that pilot? It's like, all right,
he's just tagging people on the ground too. It's like that's some.
I like Poe is it's why like I don't know what else you do with him in another movie if he's like this amazing already. That's why I don't mind what his role in Last Jedi. It's like, yeah, he's already at an 11. Like, I mean, like what else do you do with him? You have to like take him down a peg. Like there's no other like direction to go with this guy. That's why he's very boring in Rise of Skywalker. He's just like cool and like calm and making quips all the time. He's nothing to do. Just like Han Solo, Return of the Jedi.
Stealing keys.
Saying stupid things like somehow he's returned or they fly now. And it's like, I know they fly. I have video games. They fly all the time. What are we talking about? They don't just fly now. They fly all the time. What do you think Mandalorians are? They're always flying. Flying's not a new thing. Like, what are we talking about?
Brandon Peters has made a living off of saying that Palpatine's back.
Oh, I'm aware because he comments most weeks on we're talking about Emperor Palpatine on Now. Kylo Ren versus Rey and Finn in the snow on Force Awakens. That's a fun fight.
It showed that like what if I ever had a lightsaber, I would become an arborist because you could take down trees so easy.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't just go plugging them down. I would help out neighborhoods with like trees and branches and stuff. Like, I'd be the helpful arborist.
I want to see those Jedi that have like community service. And that's what they do on the weekends. Yeah, exactly.
There's a pine tree leaning toward my house. I'll use some force powers.
Kylo Ren and Rey versus Snoke's guards in the big red room. That that rules. Like,
it looks great.
I see these breakdowns of fights. Like, who's watching this at like 1/8 speed to like find? I don't care. Like, it looks great watching the movie that I watched.
People give that fight a straight F. They're like, why were people moving in the background? But when I was in the theater, I can tell you something that I didn't notice the guy in the way back doing those little moves.
Because no one's watched. That's not how movies work.
Yeah,
You don't
'cause
watch movies that way. Like you watch movies for what's shown at you in the speed at which it's supposed to be playing.
And listen,
Like,
I liked the Death of Snoke too. I did not mind that at all.
that rules.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah, that made me happy.
Yeah, you mentioned the Battle of Hoth, so the Battle of Crate, obviously, it's a very visually distinctive fight. I love that it, because there's red rock underneath all the salt. It's a way of getting around blood by being like, look, the whole it's a bloody battlefield because that's what the planet looks like. It's clever.
And then Rose saves Finn.
Sure does, with love. It's the power of love. Huey Lewis said that.
The power that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
John
she was listening
Williams
on
cover.
They didn't cut to her radio enough, and that's what she was doing her headphones all the time. She's listening to the power of love. That's why she knew how to save Finn. Kylo Ren versus Luke, which is a pretty one-sided fight, but it's still really cool.
I want to watch The Wedding Banquet again now. I love that remake.
It's a good movie.
Yeah,
it's a good remake. There's stuff in Rise of Skywalker. I like Kylo Ren just taking down fools at the beginning of that movie. That's like he's oh he's
the
really
water
intense.
fight's good. I think Daisy Ridley's all of her training, like it really paid off because when she and I was watching some behind the scenes stuff for it, and they did a lot of their own stunts. And like watching them fight on that sunken Death Star, like they both looked the part. Like that's why the movie bums me out because both of them put in so much work and they look the part and they're good. And then that happened. But I
mean, Ren's got a better, so to speak, arc to work with, kind of. No, not really. I'll put it this way. Adam Driver is putting in the work he can for a flawed arc because Ren's arc shouldn't be, look at all the murdering I did. You know what? I feel bad about it now. Like, what?
That changed so much, right? Didn't Daisy Ridley think she was going to be a Obi-Wan, but then they're like, no, you're this. And then he was told that he was going to be this, but then he wasn't. And like, there's a lot of complaints about that trilogy, but it, still, I think people are coming around. I think, oh gosh, why did I forget his name? Finn. I saw him at Dragon Con. Boyega, and like he was super positive about it. So like I guess some of the comments
you have to think from his perspective. He coming off of Last Jedi, that means he had to spend less time with the people he made friends with on Force Awakens.
Yeah,
and he also gets because he's online more than everyone else because everyone else got forced offline because he's sitting there being like everyone hates the scenes that I'm in the most. Cut to Rise of Skywalker, he gets to hang out with Oscar Isaac and Daisy Ridley every day.
He's happy.
Yeah, that's probably a more fun experience for him.
Yeah,
like that. It's not obvious. It's not hard to understand why he prefers that movie. He had more fun working on it, and didn't get as much shit specifically directed towards his character. I get it. He's wrong, but like I get it. Like I don't begrudge him for having a good time making a movie. But you talk about the water fight. What's Finn doing the whole time? Screaming Rey from 50 feet away. Oh my goodness! Every time it's so annoying. I'm a huge Boyega booster. I love Boyega. I look forward to seeing everything he does.
They clone Tyrone. He's great.
He's great. I love seeing him. But like, boy, that third movie just gives him nothing to work with.
Most of the cast did that though, and I think their complaints were, I understand it, but then the internet used that to like hate on things. If that, like even the stuff that Hamill said. Oh, let's move up. Rise of Skywalker.
Hamill's complained about every movie every time since the first one. Like it's not new to see Mark Hamill complaining about Star Wars. Who's always wrong about things? Mark Hamill. If Mark Hamill had his way, Empire Strikes Back would have ended the series.
Force fingers in Rise of Skywalker. What'd you think about that? Infinite power. Moving on. Rogue One. The Vader attack when he gets on the ship and his lightsaber lights up and he just starts mowing people down.
So here's the thing. In a nutshell, that's fine. I don't like that sequence really that much.
I love it.
I like if it was isolated from the movie, it's good enough. And I like the idea of seeing Vader at like full power, forcing his way through stuff. It feels it's not even bad. I never think it's bad. It's just more of like by the end of Rogue One, I'm so like emotionally invested in everything else going on. And now I get this like, for lack of a better phrase, fan servicey stuff of Darth Vader doing a thing, and then Leia comes out and says hope, and like, all right, like, okay, I got it. But yes, it is. It's like it's cool to like think about this. Like, yeah, what is it like moments before A New Hope starts? It's like Vader's literally just like fucking force pounding his way through a spaceship. It's like, yeah, and like I do like the terror of it. That's fun. Like seeing the rebels being like, get the fuck out of here. We do not need to deal with this guy. This guy's insane. Like, but
it gives the rebels some props too because they're dying for that. Like I think it's kind of cool to see.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, in that respect, yes, for sure. They're like, we have this thing, and this is it. And if we don't get out of here before like the space Nazi destroys us, we're done for. We got to get this thing out of here. That's good stuff. I do appreciate that aspect of it for sure. But and then we mentioned it before, but the hammer ship.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those moments where as opposed to the Holdo thing, where I'm like, I kind of realized it as it was going. This like the second they said, let's get the hammer ship about, I'm like, I think we're doing this now, and it's a ship that like looks like a hammer that crashes into one Star Destroyer, and I love that it knocks into another Star Destroyer. Like, it's like that's so cool.
That scene rules, man,
and it looks amazing. Like
yeah.
it's obviously the original trilogy is all it's models and whatnot. This is like CG. It's like this is some of the best CG I've seen. This looks amazing. Like
Good
watching
job,
these two
Gareth.
ships collide together.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's good stuff. The whole Death Star blasting Jedha, and so it's like instead of like a planet destroyer, it's just like destroying a part of it. So it's making like this tidal wave of destroy. I like that a lot. That's really cool. What's the Solo stuff you have? Like
I like when he gets stuck. Remember when they're racing and he just gets the wall gets thinner and thinner and thinner, then they get
I do. Yeah, that's the Corellia car chase.
That feels like a Lord and Miller type scene. That's funny when they get stuck. The trains, I do think the train heist looks good. I like the design of it going up and down. I just don't care about the villains in it, and
I don't care about the villains. And I think like I've only watched Solo a couple times. I'm not
like
huge.
Tandaway Newton gets killed, and you're like, what?
She just kind of lets herself die. That's like my main. She just kind of like she's like, oh, that's it. I'm over. I'm like, it feels like you could have hung on a little longer there. I don't know. Yeah. It's not like you were boxed in. He's just like lets herself die. Yeah. Like, all right, but you're not wrong. It does look interesting. I like how it's shot. It's like it's cool looking. There's a big mud battle with Han and Chewie. That's fun.
That one's fun. I like the beginning when they're all just getting killed in the fields. I thought that was kind of an interesting visual. But yeah, it just feel that like it was a movie and then a new director came in to finish it.
the Kessel run's great. I love the Kessel run. That's
giant
really
monster.
Cool. Yeah, big. Yeah, it's like not only is there a big like race against time and there's TIE fighters chasing us, we'll just throw a big slug monster in there for the hell of it too. Let's see how that goes. And then the movie should have ended, but it's like, let's go on another 40 minutes. I'm like, I don't really care about the 40 minutes. We don't care.
Yeah, with Woody Harrelson, like the shootout
and Enfy's nest and all this stuff. And I'm like, all right.
I'm so glad she finally got a good role in 28 years later, Bone Temple. After
because she pops up in a few things. And I'm like, I don't really like you. Like, whose kid are you that you're getting all these good parts?
And then I was like, wait, no, she rules. I think it was also like what Willow, and then she was in the Captain America thing.
Willow, she's fine in, but but Captain America, I couldn't really.
COVID destroyed that thing.
That show's just so flawed. That's the problem there.
Well, after you read about the production, you're like, geez, Louise, maybe finish it. don't cut out episodes. What else do we have? That's it.
Yeah, we did. Like, just because I always want to recommend this, if you want just like the purest Star Wars action that's some of the best you'll ever see, watch not the Star Wars Clone Wars 3D animated series, but the Genndy Tartakovsky 2D animated series, which is on Disney Plus now, I believe. That's just Star Wars Clone Wars. That's like that was that micro series where every episode's like 2 minutes or 5 minutes long. It's the best. It is so cool. It's the guy that did Samurai Jack. Made a cool Star Wars series before Episode 3 came out. That's just Clone War battles, and it's like you see Mace at his best. You see Yoda at his best. You get a whole episode of Mace where he like loses his lightsaber, so he just uses the Force to destroy thousands of droids. It's awesome. It is the coolest. It's just the coolest shit because every episode's it's a micro series. Every episode's like 2 to 5 minutes long. It's great. You see all these Jedi just doing cool shit, or like the clone troopers being awesome. It's great.
The prison escape in Andor. Oh man, what a scene! Yeah, we did it.
Swim.
Oh man, good old Circus. He got. You know what? Yeah, I think he said he still wanted to do like Snoke, but that's a better role than Snoke. So yeah, that was we did it, Aaron.
Sure did.
I wish I have thoughts about Last Jedi, and I don't think I explained them as well, but I do like the movie. I think I've just watched them a lot, and the three of them together just bothers me. I guess maybe it's more like the way it was run, or just the way that it worked together, like just coming through there. Like from a production standpoint, maybe that gets to me, but I've still watched the movie a lot. Like I dig it. I like it. But yeah. Oh, sorry. My daughter's about to take a bath. Good time to get out of here.
All right.
All right. Well, hey, sorry, wait. Well, thank you, Aaron. Make sure to listen to Out Now with Aaron and Abe. Make sure to listen to Two Black Guys Talk Godzilla. Read all Aaron's reviews. Where's it at?
You can find everything I do on my personal Substack page, cozy.substack.com, and I write for Week of Entertainment.
Just crushing it out here, doing interviews. Is God is right. And,
yeah. Talk to RZA and talk to the cast and crew of Is God Is, and yeah, lots
he's
of cool
making
things
moves,
going on.
man. And what was that? I was gonna sing a song, but I wasn't gonna do it.
Okay.
Well, this was awesome, man. Thank you so much for joining me, man.
Thanks for having me. Happy to do this. Look forward to another one.
Awesome. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for Aaron Neworth, this is Movies and Flicks. We'll see you next week.
May the force be with you.